Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Black 80.
58, come on. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check black.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. And that sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Jacobs.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man, Boyd. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, Jefferson. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
180. 58, come on. What's the run? They're running it.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Airing one out for Boyd. That he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Snickers. Snickers.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
50, up, go. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 58, hustle, hustle. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Walker, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
First down, Saints.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first-down run right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Now Walker from the gun, he'll throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. To the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
51.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Walker throwing on first down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In your face.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Walker now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Walker throwing to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Walker. A final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Walker. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Switch. Alert. Check safety. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Walker. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. About you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pick your game up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walker, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back now. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Go.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Check 24.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's able to pick up the 1st